everyone, welcome to my channel, BIANCASKOGENBEAUTY. I am so glad to have you guys here today. It is that time of year. I think it's been about 6 months-ish. It is time for an empties video. I don't actually plan these every 6 months. It just takes about 6 months for me to fill this up. I think it is interesting to see what other people have used up because these are products usually that the person really likes. In my case, most of the time I really like them. I'm also kind of like a completionist, and so I a lot of the time just will complete things because some of these things I didn't like as much, but I just completed them because I paid money for them, and so I completed them. Anyways, I'm going to go through all of these products and we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about if I liked them, if I didn't like them, if I would purchase them again, if I have purchased them and they're like repurchases. We're just gonna go through every little nitty gritty detail and talk about it. So if that sounds good to you, you're on the right video. Consider subscribing to my channel. I do have here some hair care empties, some beauty empties. I have makeup empties in here. I've got skincare empties. I've got empties. Just a whole bunch of beauty empties, really. Let me organize this and then we will get to talking about everything. I always start with my biggest category first. It's my hair care. I have a lot of hair. I try to baby it. Also, I just recently got my hair re-bleached, and whenever I get it re-bleached, it goes really orange. And so I purple shampoo it a lot to un-orange it. I know I could probably just get it bleached again, but then it would just damage it even more. So I just purple shampoo it. Or in this case, purple and gray conditioner it, because that helps as well without quite the damage. Anyways, these are from ColourPop and they don't sell these anymore, which is unfortunate. But in the last Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, I don't remember the brand now, but they had some colored conditioners that were half off. So because ColourPop doesn't sell these anymore, I picked up some of those. I think even with the half off, they weren't as cheap as ColourPop's, but c'est la vie, right? So this is the violet, and like this stains. Like it stains the lid. Look at that. This one didn't stain as much, but yeah, so I've been using it like all over. You like my Spider-Man shirt? I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite superhero. Anywho, so I've been putting gray and purple to counteract the orange. I also have a blue shampoo as well, but it's not in here because I have not been able to use it up. The blue shampoo it's very pigmented, and if I use too much, it goes green. And it helps getting rid of the orange because the opposite of orange is blue, but man, it turns the ends green. And I don't want green. I just like purple hair. I think purple isn't my favorite color. Green is my favorite color, but I like purple for my hair. So anywho, use these up. Then another conditioner. Did I call those shampoos? Anyways, another conditioner from Olaplex. I like Olaplex. I feel like it strengthens my hair. I do get it bleached. I only get it bleached every year because I'm cheap and because I don't like how orange it goes when I bleach it. So Olaplex helps strengthen your hair. So yeah, there we go. There's some Olaplex. I do like this. I do repurchase Olaplex. Olaplex is one of those hair care brands I repurchase a lot when it is full price, and when it's on sale, I definitely get it on sale, but I'll even purchase Olaplex full price. So those two ColourPop ones, would I repurchase them? Yes, but I can't purchase them because they're not available anymore. Now, onto the shampoos. I started with conditioner, which I feel like is weird because normally I start with shampoo, but the conversation led to those things. So, Olaplex. Another Olaplex. I love this Olaplex purple shampoo because I feel like it is very concentrated. And there's other purple shampoos that I've used in my life. I just don't feel like they're as concentrated and they don't work as well against the yellow and orange in my hair. And I also, when I'm not trying to work out the yellow and orange, I do like for my hair to have a purple tint to it. And so I leave the shampoo in too long. This is actually more of the conditioner, not just the shampoo. But I do leave the conditioner or the shampoo in too long because I like to just have that tint. You're not supposed to do that very often because actually you're not supposed to do it at all. But you're not supposed to do like purple shampoo very often because it can dry out your hair. So I don't do it very often. but I'll use the purple conditioner. Okay, anywho, I will repurchase this. I actually have, there was a sale where I think Olaplex purple shampoo was like 30% off, and so I purchased a couple of them. So I have more of these in the wings. So if you've noticed this in every single Empties video, it is. I repurchase this whenever it's on sale so that I have it and then I don't have to buy it for full price. Another shampoo. This is from Living Proof. I believe I had the conditioner in my last Empties video because I got a shampoo and conditioner set from FabFitFun, and I usually go through my conditioners before I go through my shampoos. I just have a tendency to use more conditioner than shampoo. So I finally got through the shampoo after the conditioner. It happens. But will I repurchase this? Probably not. If it were on sale, maybe. I do think Living Proof is a good brand. It just wasn't particularly like, I think one of the reasons I repurchase is for several reasons. Like if it smelled really good, I would be like, oh my gosh, that smelled so good. Like this one, this from Sunbum. This I repurchased because it smells so darn good. Anyways, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. This one was a okay smell. It wasn't like, I don't even really quite remember what it smelled like because it was not remarkable. It smells like, it actually almost has a little bit of a baby powder smell to it, which I don't super like. It didn't have a really great smell. I don't feel like it was a really that great of a shampoo and conditioner set. Like it wasn't like, I felt like my hair was stronger. I felt like my hair was silkier. I felt like, you know what I mean? Whereas with Olaplex, I feel like my hair is stronger and silkier. And then like with the purple shampoo, I feel like it does a better job of purpling than other purple shampoos. So this didn't like stand out as a really good shampoo and conditioner. Considering it, I think it's a pretty high price tag. I'm not going to run out and buy this when I wasn't really that impressed. I wasn't unimpressed, but I wasn't impressed. Now let's talk about this. This from Sunbum. I actually have recently repurchased some of these. Their Ulta had a sale where it was buy one, get one 40% off, which I would have preferred if they were both 40% off, but you beggars cannot be choosers. Am I right? And so I bought two because this smells like bananas and sunshine and deliciousness. And not only that, it actually works really, really well. So the first time I tried this, I believe I got a sample packet and it had a lot of conditioner or mask or whatever it is. It's a mask. It had a lot of mask. I feel like a lot of times sample sizes will not give you enough, especially for as much hair as I have. And I have really thick hair. And so it won't give you enough to like use on your whole head. But that one came with a ton. And I used it and I was like, after I was blow drying and straightening my hair or whatever, I was like, wow, my hair is so soft and smells so good. And so I bought that. Is this my second one or my first one? I can't remember. Anyways, I bought one of these and I used it all up because it was so good. This is a really, really, really good hair mask. So I have this hair mask as well. I purchased a lot of these. This is from the brand Glimmer. And I got an ad about this on Instagram. I was swindled by this one. I'm gonna admit I was swindled. The ad showed a girl, like a before and after of a girl, and her hair beforehand was really thin and really like sparse and wispy, and then afterwards it was thick and luxurious and voluminous and long and amazing, and she's like, look what Glimmer has done to my hair. And I was like, okay, sure. And I think it was like buy one get one half off or buy one get one free or something. I don't know, it was a good deal, and I was like, okay, sure, why not? So I got two, and I got another deal. I think it was Black Friday, and it was like buy three get three for free. And I was like, Bianca, you in sales. I have a problem. I have a problem with sales. And I do like it. I do think it is a nice hair mask. But did I get those results? Okay, this is either my second or my third one all the way through. So have I used this a lot? Yes. So should I be seeing results from this? Yes, because I've been using it for months. Have I used it exclusively? No. But I have been using it for months. And so I should be seeing those same results that girl was getting. You know what I mean? And I mean, I already have kind of thick hair, but it's not like full and luxurious, and it wasn't anything like hers. It smells nice. It smells like, I think like pina colada. Yeah, it smells really nice. It's very fruity. It is a little bit like summery, like this one, but this one's better. This one has more of a banana to it, and this one is just a little bit more like generic fruity smell. I am going to use these all up because I have a lot of them. Remember I told you I had buy 3, get 3 free. So I think I have like 5 left. So will there be more of these in empty videos? Yes, because I use things that I have. Will I be purchasing more? No, no, I will not, because if I want a hair mask, I'm gonna get this hair mask. More conditioners. So we have leave-in conditioners slash, what are they called? Detanglers. So this is from Moroccan Oil. This smells so good. It also wasn't supposed to be purple. I have like drops that, like pigment drops that, sorry, there's a hair on it, that can turn anything you want purple. Shampoo, conditioner, spray, whatever you want purple. And so I did that with this. So this wasn't originally purple. Very good. I would repurchase this one. This is the Moroccan Oil all-in-one leave-in conditioner. I really liked this one because it smelled really good. I felt like it worked through my hair really nicely, but it also helps with heat styling. So I personally really like the Way conditioning spray. I feel like it's a little bit better for the detangling aspect than this one. The Way conditioner spray, it detangles better than this one, but it does not have a thermal shield element. It doesn't help with, you know, what do we call it? Heat treatment, thermal damage, helps reduce thermal damage. And so I do like this one better because it helps reduce thermal damage. So one product, several uses. This one says all in one. They're both very pricey. I don't believe I bought this one on sale. What I did buy was, this one is kind of the jumbo size. It said 50% more, and it was the same price as the normal size. So kind of I got it on sale. Anyways, I don't know if they sell this one all the time, but I thought it was cool that it was jumbo size, selling for the same price as the regular size. So would I repurchase one? Yes, I would. It smells great. I thought it worked great. It was good. I would rebuy this one. Then we have this one from Dry Bar. This one is really good. I feel like I like the smell of this one. This coconut colada, to die for. Smells so good. The detangling aspect of this one, not 100%. I have really thick hair and I have really tangly hair. It's really long and it just gets tangled so easily. And I have a tendency to I go some time between washes. I'm trying to protect it and not wash it as much. Anyways, and so I feel like maybe that is leading to more tangles. What I'm trying to say is that I think I have more tangles than most people. And my favorite detangler is the Way detangler spray. I am very picky about my detangler spray. So this one is not my favorite detangler spray, but I did like that it is like this one, it is a heat protectant and detangler, but neither of them are as good a detangler as the Way. But they have that heat protectant, because when I put too many products on my hair, I can feel that it weighs it down. I can feel that it's like just heavier. The less product I have to put on my hair, the softer it is. And thus, so if I don't have to put on a detangler and a heat protectant and a styling cream and, you know, whatever, and an oil and all the things, the less products I put on, the softer my hair is. So these are good for that because I have less product. Great. Will I repurchase these? Yes. On sale, though, probably. More likely on sale, but yeah, sure. Sure, I would repurchase both of these. They smell so good, both of them, in different ways. This one's more coconutty. This one is more kind of just luxurious. It smells like expensive shampoo from like an expensive like hotel or something. Anyways, they're both very nice in different ways. More detanglers. Cool. This one from Gisou, didn't like it. This one smelled weird. I got through this one. This is one of those ones where that completionist in me is a problem, because I used this one up even though I hated the smell of it. Every time I would use it, I would put on a hair perfume afterwards. I don't know if mine turned, and it smelled good to begin with because it's honey infused leave-in conditioner. And so I actually have, from Gisou, I have a hair perfume that smells amazing. This smelled off. Ugh. It doesn't smell good. I probably should have just thrown it away and not used it, but completionist in me. Like I don't, even if a book is bad, I finish it because I have a problem. Anyways, didn't like the smell of this one. And it's not like I had it for years before I used it up. I think I had it for a year. Anyways, didn't like the smell. Will not repurchase. I do have the Gisu perfume and I like it. It smells fantastic. Why didn't this smell like that? Sol de Janeiro. I love Sol de Janeiro. And this milky leave-in conditioner, I am going to purchase a full size of this one day. I haven't yet. I have a bunch of the Way leave-in conditioners in my drawers. This one had a really good detangling system and it smells like the Boom Boom cream. So it smells really good. It says before heat styling. So I think I was like, I can't remember if it has a heat styling protectant, but it says on here that you should use before heat styling. Yes, it protects from heat and UV. So as soon as I'm done with all of my Way ones, I'd like to try a big one and give a big one a really good try. If you guys know of a good Sol de Janeiro sale, I mean, I have the email, so they usually email me. Let me know if you find out somehow before I do. Dry shampoo. Again, when I said that I don't shampoo and condition my hair, you know, every day, I'm not going to tell you how often because that's none of your business. So I dry shampoo my hair. I do have really dry hair, so it doesn't need it very often, but if I really stretch how often I shampoo and conditioner, I do need a dry shampoo. And this was good. This was a good one. It's from Dry Bar. It was nice. It's in the original scent. I feel like this was a good scent. I liked it. Would I repurchase this? Probably. So I've started hair oiling. Do I really know what that is? Kind of, maybe. I'm trying. I've looked up some videos on it. And I had some hair oils. I got this one on Amazon. I believe I got this one from FabFitFun or BoxyCharm. They're kind of disgusting, so I'm going to try to hold them back because they get dirty quickly. They're an oil. Anyways, they were great. This one from AAVRANI, Avrani, was good. This one was really nice. It's a hair and scalp recovery oil. I have psoriasis, and so I really like to be able to take care of my scalp because I have psoriasis on my scalp. And also the hair oiling is supposed to help it so that your hair will grow longer and thicker. And I have these doesn't everyone have the baby hairs? But I have them especially on this side and not as much on this side. Anyways, I would like to have those grow out one day and not have those. And I'm kind of going through this, like, how long can I get my hair? It's kind of hit a plateau where I cannot get it any longer than this. But like, how long can I get it? I want to see if I can get it to, like, past my bum. That would be cool. So I wanted to try some hair oiling. And you put the hair oil in, you take one of these things and you just kind of scrub in your hair. And this is Mael. And I heard really good things about this on Instagram. And it's a rosemary mint scalp and hair strengthening oil. Really good. I actually repurchased this one. I have another one in the wing, so I would repurchase this one and this one. I hear like some people when they do hair oiling, they like make their own oils, and I don't feel like any of them told me what oils they make. Like, what do they mix together to make their oils? Probably have to like follow them and buy their proprietary blend, and I'm like, nah. This one is like $7 or something, so I'll just keep buying this one. I have no idea how much this one was. And plus, I didn't like this applicator. It has like this top that got stuck and didn't work anymore. And so maybe I wouldn't rebuy this one. This one's probably pricey, and this one was not and worked really well. So, and it just has a little easy mechanism. So let's get to the next category. Skincare is the next category. Let's start with cleansers. I like to do a double cleanse. Let's start with these two Tula gel cleansers. Yes, I have two. Don't remember where I got these, honestly, but I do like Tula. I think that's a really nice skincare brand. I do repurchase Tula whenever I can. It's a little bit pricey, so it's usually on sale. But like, if Tula was one of the options in FabFitFun or BoxyCharm, I usually picked up Tula because it was just a good option. I liked it. So this was the Cult Classic Purifying Face Cleanser. It was a good cleanser. I liked it. It worked. Took off my makeup. with part of the double cleanse. So then we have this La Roche-Posay cleanser. It is the Toleraine, right there. Purifying foaming cleanser. This one was nice. This one actually didn't really foam, which I know you don't really have to foam. I do kind of like the foam. I feel like it can get into the nooks and crannies better when there's a foaming element. So I did like that this one foamed. It was just a little one. Sometimes I tried to get through, like, I have samples because I buy things, or I was getting like Ipsy, and so I will try to get through full sizes and sample sizes. So is it just a sample size? Sure, but I got through it, so I'm showing you. Yeah, I would repurchase this because I feel like La Roche-Posay is a good brand, and I liked the way that it took off my makeup. I liked the foaming aspect of it. I think I actually liked it better than the Tula one. I do like Tula, but I liked this one better. This is one I would not repurchase. This is from the Lifestyle Co. It is a Radiant Glow Botanical Oil Cleanser. I got this from a subscription box. I thought that this would be like an oil cleanser, like a balm oil cleanser. And so at first I used it like that. It didn't take up like this one. This is a balm oil cleanser. This is from e.l.f. This is the Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. And so I was thinking it would melt off my makeup. You can see I wear a lot of makeup. And so I thought that this would do the job that normally I start with the balm, the oil cleanser, and it melts off the makeup. And then I finish it off with a gel so that it gets off what the balm can't get off. And so I used it like that. It did nothing. It really was not doing anything. And so then I used it more like the gel cleanser, and it worked better than that. So I ended up using this one with this one as the gel. And I was like, you say that you're an oil cleanser, but you don't work as like the oil gel, the oil kind of makeup melting aspect. But it just didn't work really good as either. It didn't work really good as a gel cleanser, and it didn't really work really good as an oil-based cleanser. It just kind of was meh. So no, I would not repurchase this one. Did I finish it? Yes, because I have that completionist problem. Then we have this one from e.l.f. I loved this one. This one was great. It's a Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. This one was really good. It is a really great price. I got it from Ulta, and it goes on sale occasionally, but I have actually recently purchased a couple of the ones from Blend Bunny, and the ones from Blend Bunny smell like grapefruit coconut, and she has recently had a couple of sales, and so they've been like a similar price at this one while they're much bigger. Actually, that's the one I'm using right now, so it is much bigger. And so I have like 3 of these in the wings right now because I got them all for like 40% off. So I will not need to repurchase this one, but I feel like these melting balm cleansers are harder to come by. Like, these came in subscription box all the time, the gel cleansers. Although this technically wasn't a gel cleanser, but I used it as such. But I feel like these balm ones are harder to come by and usually a little bit more expensive. Whereas, so this one, being the good price that it was, is a really good deal, and it worked really well. This one from Blend Bunny smells better. Does it work really well? They both work really well. But if you can get this one for sale, it's already a good price, and then it's on sale, and then it smells like grapefruit coconut. Yeah, it's called the Unveil one. Yeah, I repurchased this one over this one. Last but not least, this is a pore purifying cleanser. This one is filthy because it's been in my shower, and so it's been hit by my hard water in my shower, and so it has hard water stains all over it. And do I want to take vinegar to take off those hard water stains right now so that it looks nice for you guys? I don't care. It's trash. So yeah, it's just covered in hard water right now. Anywho, it was nice. I got this. For some reason, this took me a really long time to go through because most of the time, here's the story, more story time. I normally take off my makeup before I get in the shower. So this was in my shower just in case I didn't for whatever reason, or in case I didn't do a really good job of it. I didn't use this every single time I was in the shower, so it took a really long time to get through. But guess what? I got through it. So I had this for a while, and if you guys did have fun, you're probably like, oh my gosh, that was from like 8 seasons ago or more. Anyways, it was good. It was a good, Dr. Brandt is a really good brand. So I would probably repurchase this again. This was a great cleanser. It smelled nice. It worked nice. We have some like lotions and serums and creams and whatnot. I'm going to try to do them in order of like how I do my skincare. So like first I take off my makeup, which is why I did cleanser. Second, I put on a serum. So we have this from Good Molecules. This is a hyaluronic acid serum. This was great. I got this in a Beautylish Lucky bag. Yeah, and it was really nice. It worked really well. It's a really good price too. And hyaluronic acid is really good for your skin. It helps plump up your skin, and it was good. I thought it was nice because it was a good price. It worked well. It didn't irritate my sensitive skin. Yeah, I would repurchase this one. This is from Mirabella. It is a serum. It is Replenish and Restore Multi-Peptide Serum. This was good. Could I tell the difference between these two serums? No. Like, they just make my skin feel nice. I wash my face, my skin feels like the Sahara Desert after I wash my face. So I put on a serum and it feels better. Like, do I notice that like it's making my fine lines fill in? It's making my, my skin glow. I don't know. It just makes my skin feel nice. And so they both made my skin feel nice. It depends on which one is cheaper. Because they both made my skin feel nice, which one did I repurchase? The cheaper one, because they both did a great job. Another serum. This one is from Juice Beauty. It's an anti-wrinkle retinol overnight serum. Okay. I've heard things about Juice Beauty that like, I think they're not doing well financially, but also that they use like plants, and they use like plant stem cells, and they're like, oh yeah, we use plant stem cells, we're so awesome, but like we're not plants. And so the stem cells are not actually doing very much for us because we're humans. I probably wouldn't purchase this again because I haven't heard great things about it, that I haven't heard that plant stem cells help humans. I do like an overnight serum. I like to, because I do my skincare routine. I do a morning skincare routine and I do a nighttime skincare routine. And so I like to have a nighttime serum and like a daytime serum. This one can be used daytime or nighttime, but I specifically like a nighttime one because usually it'll have a retinol in it. And I am 39 years old. I turned 40 this summer. And so it'd be good for me to have a retinol to help with my skin, my aging skin. And so I do like to have something with that anti-aging properties. So I think I will be repurchasing a serum that has, that retinol in it, but will it be this one? Probably not. Let's talk about some creams. This one is from Elemis. This is a Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I got this from BoxyCharm. I looked at the price of it and I was like, holy cow, that's expensive. Why do they make these skincare things so expensive? They're just doing it to boost the value of the box. And then my sister contacted me and she's like, that's like my favorite cream. If you don't want it, I'll take it off your hands. And I was like, and honestly, it was probably kind of selfish of me to use it because I was like, wait, it's your favorite? Well, then I want to use it. She wasn't like, she was like, you should use it. She, okay. First off, she said, you should use it. It's one of my favorites. Like, try it out. Don't just judge it based off, the cover. Like, use it. And she said, but if you really don't want to, I'll take it out of your hands. I think she even was going to pay me for it. And I was like, no, that's ridiculous. So anyways, I used it because she had such good high things to say about it. It was amazing. I loved it. It smells like the beach. Like it has a little tiny bit of a sunscreen scent to it, but not 100%. It's almost kind of a little bit like sea salty. Like it's very summery. It just has a very summery smell to it, but not like a hint of sunscreen. Because I know a lot of people don't like sunscreen smells, and I do. And I might smell sunscreen when there isn't sunscreen just because I like that smell. Okay, I do feel like it doesn't have a lot in there, like considering I think this is like over $100 maybe, but it smelled nice. It made my face feel great. I didn't repurchase one because I did BoxyCharm and FabFitFun and Ipsy. I do still have quite a few lotions in my Alex 9 drawer that I need to work through. So I am not going to repurchase this one because I don't need to. I have a bunch of them because they always give you lotions in those subscription boxes. But I would probably, when I get through those, repurchase this one. It smelled so nice and felt so nice and wasn't bad on my really sensitive skin. But I do think that I was able to find this for half off, and I told my sister about it and she purchased it for half off. So this does go on sale. So it was a really nice one. I did really like it. Some little ones. I do try to go through the little ones, the sample sizes too. So this is from Haircare. I don't think I did like this one. I think this one, no, I did like this one. Okay, this is from Haircare, and it is Intensive Soothing Repair Cream. Okay, so I was just saying how I don't think I liked this one, and I did. So there was another one from Haircare that was a little pot of cream, and I think that was the one I didn't like. I actually just threw that one away because I had an allergic reaction to it. And so I thought about using it up to put it in these empties video, and then I went, Bianca, stop. It's not just you're using it up to put it in the empties video. You do not want to have another allergic reaction just to get through it and put it in this video. So that one, I can't even remember what it was called, but I had an allergic reaction. Like I put it on my face and my skin felt really tight. I got an instant headache, and that's really, I guess, just how my allergic reactions feel. So this one was good though. I don't know what the difference was, but this is the Intensive Soothing Repair Cream. This one has like a green tint to it, and I like that because I have a lot of red, like rosacea, and psoriasis, and anywho. So I like that it has that green tint to it. It's not overpoweringly green, but it's a little bit green, so I liked it. Like this, I would repurchase this one, not the other one. Tower 28. Tower 28 is one of my favorite brands. Everything they do right. And it is so, especially the skincare that they've come out with, it is so sensitive for sensitive skin. And so especially the next thing that I'm going to show you, this spray. I love their skincare. I have very sensitive skin, and I'm very prone to having an allergic reaction. Tower 28 is accepted by the National Eczema Association, and I think that is hard to be accepted by. Anywho, this is the Daily Barrier Recovery Cream. This is a small size. The large size is on my Sephora wish list. I almost bought it this last Sephora sale, but I was like, Bianca, I believe the Tower 28 does like a 30% off friends and family sale sometime during the year, and I'm waiting for that. I am going to purchase the big size one, because even though I was just saying I already have like lotions in the wings, this one is so good for sensitive skin, and I have the most sensitive skin. So I will purchase this until the day I die. I hope they have it until the day I die. This is the Daily Rescue Facial Spray. I love the spray. I use it for everything, except for really a setting spray. Even though you can use it as a setting spray, mostly I wake up in the morning and I am the opposite of a morning person, and I spray it on my face to wake me up. And then sometimes when I'm working and I'm just like becoming a zombie because I've stared at my computer for like 8 hours, because I work 10-hour shifts, and I spray this on my face to help wake me up. My skin is just too dry. I spray this on my face to help with that. I spray this on my face before I put on a hyaluronic acid serum, because I love this. It's not just water. It has hypochlorous acid in it, which is really, 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 really good for sensitive skin and like acne prone skin. So I will buy this forever until the day I die. I have another full size one in the wings, and then I have like a mini size one. So I will get through those, and then I will purchase another one of these. I love this. This might be so far my favorite thing in this whole empties video. I love this. Although it's closely tied with this. I love this so much. This is from Tula. I was telling you how I love Tula as a brand. This is the Rose Glow and Get It Cooling Brightening Eye Balm. I actually dug into this. You can see how much I used it. I dug to get more. You put this under your eyes. So I use an eye cream at nighttime. I don't necessarily use an eye cream during the daytime because I use this. It's an eye balm. It has caffeine in it. And so like I put it under my eyes and it like makes me feel awake. Okay, I never feel awake because I'm not a morning person, but it kind of like tingles and it feels like cooling, and it's delightful. Delightful. I already purchased another one of these. There was a sale at Ulta and I got it for half off. They're kind of pricey. I think they're like $38, but this lasted me for years. Love this. Guess what? We're at the makeup section, kind of. Okay, let me talk about the things that are on the kind of. Lip balms. I say they're makeup because they're on my face. No, okay, they're not really makeup. Okay, we're about to get to makeup. So, How many times have I had these pumpkin pie chapsticks in my empties? Maybe every time. I love these. I love these. Okay, I think in my declutter video, I was talking about how I had one that was mostly used up, and then I had one that was pretty much full, but I had two that were open. Guess what? I used both of them. They both cannot roll up. So one of them was almost empty, I believe, but one of them was pretty much full, and I used them both up. I love pumpkin. I am that girl that loves everything pumpkin all year round. But this is a particularly good pumpkin. I'm very picky about my pumpkin smell. It can't be too like coffee smelling, because then it overpowers the pumpkin and you can't smell the pumpkin, and it can't have too much of the coffee smell, because I don't really like the smell of coffee. So anyways, and it can't be too spicy, and it can't be too like green, like an actual like gourd pumpkin. I'm very picky about my pumpkin smell. This is the perfect pumpkin smell. Perfect. Anyways, I used two of them. Will I buy more? I don't need to, because I think I have like 5 in the wings. You can buy a pack of 5 from Amazon for like $5. So good. You won't regret it. And if you do, they make great, I don't know, gifts or stocking stuffers. Okay, so this is the Beso Balm. This is from JLo Beauty. Okay, I have had in my other empties videos the Milk Makeup, what was it? The Melatonin Milk Makeup Lip Balm. It was a nighttime lip balm, and it was my favorite lip balm or nighttime lip mask ever. I've talked about several times in this video that I have very dry skin. I have extremely dry lips also. So I go to bed and I put on a really thick lip mask, and I wake up and my lips are dry. The Milk Makeup Melatonin Lip Mask was the only one that I woke up and my lips were not dry. They were still moisturized. And that one is not on the market anymore. It is not being sold. You cannot purchase it anymore. I think there was something wrong with it. I don't know, whatever. I loved it, can't find it anymore. So I'm trying to find replacement. I have tried so many lip masks from so many different brands. High-end, drugstore, Amazon, everything that I could find. And this one is just like that Melatonin Milk Makeup Lip Mask. This one, the Beso Balm Ultra Hydrating Lip Mask. It doesn't smell as good as the melatonin one. Like that one was a little lavendery. Don't care. This one is amazing. Problem, I think they do still sell it. So that's not the problem. It's pricey. It's pricey. So I haven't bought another one. I'm so silly, because all of the other ones that I purchased together would add up to like 3 of these. So the thing is, I have so many other ones that I need. Even though they're not as good as this one, I'm like, you have so many lip masks. I have like 20 lip masks because I purchased them trying to find a replacement. So I need to get through them. When I get through those ones that are not as good, I will buy another one of these. Hopefully, JLo Beauty will still be in business. Like, I feel like they left Sephora, but I don't think that that means that they're out of business. But if they do go out of business, that means they'll probably have an out of business sale, and I'll buy like 30 of them. This is amazing. I finally found it. I finally found a replacement for the melatonin lip mask. Finally. It's just pricey. Are we on to makeup? I actually have quite a big pile of makeup here. So we're going to start with primer, which is like makeup adjacent. It is makeup. It's primer. You buy it, it's a makeup primer, but it's, not colorful. So, all right, we're going to start with this one. Technically, I didn't use this one up. So technically I'm kind of cheating, but I didn't want to throw it away. So I didn't know where to put this because I didn't use it up, because I started having an allergic reaction to it. Again, I told you I have really sensitive skin, and it worked for years. I got this for like $18 in an Ipsy. I think I had it in an Ipsy add-on, and this is from Tatcha. This is normally, I don't even know how much. It's very expensive. Tatcha is a very pricey brand. So I got it, loved it, used it, and you can see, I hit pan. So I had And that's the little spatula that it comes with. So I did use it, but I didn't use it continuously, and that is my problem. That was probably the problem. So when I first started using it, it worked fine. It was great. It was very soothing and very like smoothing. That's the word I was looking for. But I started to try to use it, I don't know, a couple months ago. And the first time I was like, this feels funny. My face is itchy. Who knows, maybe it's nothing, you know, because I didn't think it was this because this was not a new product to me. Usually I can tell when my face is itchy and really tight that I used something new. So I used it again and I had that itchy, tight headache again. And I was like, could it be this? Used it a third time. Itchy, tight face, headache. It was this. Technically, did I use it up? No, but I'm trashing it because I believe the allergic reaction is because it's spoiled. I've had it too long. I guess it's used up because I cannot use it anymore. So I put it in here as a warning to people to use their products and use them in a timely manner. I am talking to myself as well, but this one is as much used up as I possibly can. I should have talked about this a long time ago. I'm like 90% into this video, but Sephora has a recycling program that you can recycle your empties to. You just clean them out and then you take your beauty empties to Sephora. And sometimes they even give you sometimes you can get beauty points for them. Sometimes you can, but it doesn't matter. You can get soul points because you are recycling them if you clean them out and take them too. So that I will throw away the extra cream in here, but I will recycle this at the Sephora recycling program. Okay, another primer. This is from Hourglass. I use this up. I scraped this out with a spatula because I couldn't get any more out, and I loved this primer so much. It was so good. It was so soothing and smoothing. That's probably my new thing to say now, soothing and smoothing. This was great. I got this, it's the Veil Hourglass Primer. I believe I got it from Nordstrom during like a Nordstrom sale, and I loved it. It is so, so good. It was really nice on my face, like soothing and smoothing. I would repurchase this. Okay, cool. Then I got from e.l.f. I have 3 of these, and I don't know where the other one is. I think I may have given it away, but it was, because it was matte. It was matte. So this one is the Poreless Putty Primer, Luminous Putty Primer, and then I had the Matte Putty Primer. And my skin is really dry, so I didn't want the matte one, so I gave that one away. Anyhoozle, I use these 2 up. And I think I talked about in like how I've had these forever and I just never used them because I was like trying to use up these ones, you know? And so finally I couldn't use up this one. And I was like, Bianca, these are tiny. Just use them up. So I did. They didn't take that long because they're not that much in there. I finally used these up. Would I repurchase these? I haven't talked about this yet in this video. I have a love-hate with e.l.f. because e.l.f. is like a lot of the times they're not 100% a dupe brand. They do make their own products, but a lot of the time they dupe. And so these poreless primers are a dupe of this Tatcha. And so they do kind of the same thing. They fill your pores. So I kind of don't love like copying people's homework. So I like purchasing the original brand, especially when you can get it. I got this for 18 bucks. But I do understand why dupes have to exist because it's way better, these were, I think I got 3 of them. I don't remember how much for, but much better price than this. Obviously, I don't know if I'd buy either of them because I don't like dupes and I don't like how expensive this one was and I wasn't able to get through it all. So I probably wouldn't buy either of these because for different reasons. I'll probably repurchase this one though because I was able to get through it. There we go. Did that make sense? The next products are 100% makeup, but there's always a but, isn't there? I have been doing my declutters and some of these are not empty because just like that Tatcha primer, they expired. And in those declutter videos, I determined that they were dried up, they were expired, I didn't want to safely put these on my face anymore. And so they're in here because I want to show you guys, I guess, the things that I used up and the things I'm getting rid of, I guess. I could just throw it away, but I feel like this is a good place for it. So we'll talk about it. Okay, so I have a boatload of mascaras. Okay, let's talk about these. These two are from Pat McGrath. We have this cobalt blue and this turquoise. I did not use either of these up. These were the little engines that could. They just kept going and going and going. They never dried out. Like most mascaras will, okay, you're supposed to replace your mascara every 3 to 6 months, okay? But I am a bad girl and I will take longer than that, which is bad for your eyeballs. It's bad, okay? Bacteria. A lot of the time I kind of push it and I wait till they kind of get dried up. Or I'm like, how long have I had this? And I'm just I'm realizing that it's been a long time. Anywho, which was kind of these. How long have you had this, Bianca? That it is still going and going and going and going and never dried up? Man, these mascaras, look at how beautiful that color is. I did determine, when I put it on my upper lashes, it never looked very good. But this looked fire on my bottom lashes. Anywho. Well, whereas this cobalt one, I really like the darker the color, I feel like it looks good on both top and bottom. But when it's a light color like this, I feel like it looks better on the bottom lashes. For me, at least. Anywho, both of these, not completely done. Little engines that could. They also really weighted. But I had them for much longer than 3 to 6 months, and they are gone. I am getting rid of them. I do not feel safe putting them on my eyeballs anymore. Cosmetics. This one was my favorite mascara of 2024. I loved this mascara. I used this one up as much as I could because I loved it so much. Is there still some product in there? Probably. Do I feel comfortable using it? No. So this is a tubing mascara, but I felt like the Thrive mascara is a tubing mascara, but it clumps a little bit. This never clumps. This is just, I would repurchase this one in a heartbeat. I loved this Cosmetics mascara. This was so good. I will not be repurchasing because I don't need one, but if I do so happen in the future need another mascara, I will repurchase this one from Cosmetics. It's the Pick Me Up Volume and Length Mascara in black. So good. Better than the Thrive Cosmetics tubing mascara. Another colorful mascara. This one is from Ione Beauty. I got this one from the dollar store. And it was a good mascara from the dollar store. I think there was a couple of things from that dollar store. I did a dollar store video of dollar store makeup, and there were a couple things that I found that were pretty good from the dollar store. This one, I liked the color, but I had to wear a primer under it for it even to show up. It was very thin. So I did like it. I would repurchase it. It was $1.25. So I would repurchase it. $1.25? Yeah, sure. But it wasn't the best purple mascara I've ever tried. This is from ColourPop and Hocus Pocus. I don't even think I should tell you about this one because I barely even got to use it. I purchased this one and it was in my Alex Stein drawer. And so I hadn't pulled it out. I was waiting for it. And I figured since it wasn't opened, it would just chill and it would stay moisturized. Well, I opened it and it was dry. And I was like, dang it, I didn't even open it. I hadn't opened it once. And it was dry. So I put some of these mixing medium drops in there. These ones are from JD Glow Cosmetics, which might be out of business. Doesn't matter. Anyways, so put some of those in there and it got moisturized again. And so I was like, great. But then I put it on and it flaked off and flaked into my eyes. And I was like, nah. Was that the fault of the mascara? No. Is this color gorgeous? How pretty is that color with my green eyes? So pretty. So I wish that this wouldn't have dried up, and I wish that I would have used it right when I got it. So here's the lesson. If you get a ColourPop mascara, use it right away. I don't think that they stay good as long as other ones. So ColourPop mascara, use right away. Do not try to re-moisturize them. They will stay dried up. Okay, here is a brand that is not a brand anymore, Item Beauty. This is actually a primer. One side is for lengthening and one side is for volumizing. So the lengthening side is purple and the voluming side is blue. I didn't know that. I thought they were just colored mascaras when I bought them. And that cobalt blue. So I think I just wore this one alone as the cobalt blue. Anyways, this was cool. And I had it for way longer than I should have. So did I use it all up? No. But I had it for too long. I would repurchase this. I actually have another one. I think I purchased one of them from Sephora because Item Beauty used to be at Sephora. And then I got the second one in a Ipsy box. So I do have two, but this one is going in the trash because I've had it too long. This is from Essence. This is my favorite drugstore mascara of all time. $5, best mascara ever. This green one specifically, I think there's a waterproof one, but I love this green one. It lengthens, it volumizes, it does all of the things, and is a really good like price. Okay, here's the story with all of the mascaras. Is this 100% used up? No. Can I use up an entire mascara in 3 months? 3 to 6 months? Maybe. I don't know, but it is not. But I had this for over 3 to 6 months, so love this. Will repurchase. Love this mascara. I have some baby ones. I have a shameful story to tell you about these. I forgot about these. I put them in a drawer and completely forgot they existed. I did use them originally. So I opened them, used them, forgot about them. I could have possibly had these for years. And I don't even know how long. So this one's from Clinique. This one is from Smashbox. This one is from Ilia. I have no thoughts about them because I don't remember when I used them because it was so long ago. But I know they're not good anymore because it was so long ago. Anywho, know that they're bad. Like this one is completely dried up. This is the Ilia one. I don't like these little ones. My mascaras have a certain place that I put them. These are too little to go in that place because they would get swallowed. And so I put them in a different drawer, but then I forgot about them in that drawer. Mini mascaras should make more sense because I don't go through this in 6 months. So should I be getting mini mascaras? Yes, but I forget they exist. Anyways, I need to redo my life and only get mini mascaras and store only my mascaras with the mini mascaras. Anyways, one day when I get through the millions of mascaras I have. So here is the Smashbox one. That one's not as dried up, which is shocking. The Clinique one. I remember this one actually, I think is a tubing one. I wish I had gotten to use these and had better thoughts about them. My bad. My bad. Eyebrow stuff. Okay. This is from Dominique Cosmetics. This was my favorite eyebrow pencil of 2024. Have I repurchased this? Yes. I have already repurchased some of these. I loved this pencil. I loved the shape of it. It has this like parallelogram kind of shape. Anywho, I liked it because it can be this like long way. So if you want to do a lot of volume, you can, or you can turn it this way so it can be thin. And then it also has a spoolie because any good eyebrow pencil has a spoolie, but it also has a sharpener so that you can sharpen it. And it's not a normal sharpener because this is not normal the way it is, but you have to like take it like this and go like this, and it sharpens it to get it that sharp point again. Best eyebrow pencil of 2024. I absolutely love this eyebrow pencil. I used it all the way up. Okay, cool. I used it as much as I could. I love this eyebrow pencil. I will buy more. I loved this eyebrow pencil. Another one I used all the way up. This is from Benefit Cosmetics. It is the 24-hour brow setter. I believe this is a mini size. I don't think this is the full size. And I have been scraping. Mostly this is in my brows right now. And not the color because this is clear. But the gel like keeping them up. And I used this up as much as I could. I scraped out the sides and I can't get any more of it. Anywho, this is a good eyebrow gel, but I will not be repurchasing it because this is the best eyebrow gel I've ever gotten in my life. This is from Rare Beauty. This was my best of 2024 eyebrow gel. I love this eyebrow gel with all of my heart. I have stupid eyebrows. Like you can see, that one's being stupid right now. Stupid eyebrows. Anyways, they are long and thin. And so to get them to stand up, because right now having like thicker eyebrows is cool. I don't have thick eyebrows. I have thin eyebrows. So this eyebrow gel from Rare Beauty is like $16. It's a really good price and it gets my long, thick eyebrows to stay where I want them to stay. I used this one up because I had it. I purchased it a long time ago or I got it as a free sample. I don't know. Used it up, but this is the best eyebrow gel and I will repurchase this eyebrow gel. I think I already did during a sale. This one's good. This one's better. Here's some eyebrow gels that are not finished. that I had for too long and never got through them. So this one's from Kosas. It is in the shade Soft Brown. I used this, like, I guess you can see that I kind of was scraping these sides, but I used this for years and never got through it. And I finally was just like, Bianca, years and years, you need to get rid of it. So, and then I have another one because I was thinking that this was not the right color, or maybe this one wasn't the right color. I don't remember. I don't remember which one I bought first. Used them for years. Little engine that could hear. They just kept going and going. So finally got rid of them. Another Kosas. And so this is probably why I never could get rid of them, because they just, I have too many. I've had too many in the wings that I was using. And so you can't get rid of something when you're using, you know, you're going through too many in the rotation. This one was crappy. Would I recommend these? Yes, these were nice. These are the colorful ones. I guess it depends how you use your eyebrow gel. When I'm using a clear eyebrow gel, I want it to hold my brows. I want, because that's what a clear should be holding your brows. A colorful eyebrow gel, I want color. It can hold my brows, but I prefer it to give me some pigment, right? And that's what these do. These give you pigment. Did they hold my eyebrows? But that was what the clear was for, was for holding the eyebrows. This did not hold my eyebrows at all. I guess there's a benefit. It didn't make my eyebrows crunchy, but it didn't hold them either. And you can see that it used to be clear. It's a little bit not clear because I was experimenting with how to use it to like put it on before I put any pigment on, or put it on after I did pigment to see how to use it best. And it's just crap. I wouldn't rebuy this. I wouldn't personally how I do my eyebrows. Okay, more. Okay, this one is from Estee Lauder. It is the Brow Now. I don't have as many feelings about this one because I had too many that were open at the same time. I got this one from Ross, I believe, and it really it was very similar to this one, that it didn't do much. It's called Stay in Place Brow Gel. It's the Brow Now. I felt like it's clear. I felt like it didn't really do anything. It didn't make my brows crunchy, but it didn't make them stand up either. When that happens, like, what's the point? What are you doing, brow gel? Is it just a brush then? Okay, we have the e.l.f. Brow Wow. And I think actually this, because e.l.f. dupes everything, I think that this e.l.f. Brow Wow is duping this Glossier Boy Brow. I could be wrong about that. But anywho, this Brow Wow has fibers in it. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, you can possibly see the little fibers there, which was kind of cool because it's supposed to add little fibers to your brows. And it was good. I guess I like it. I'm less picky about a pigmented brow gel because I really just want pigment. And this gave me pigment. I just had it for too long, and so it needed to go. This one, I never liked the color of this one. This one is in the shade Brown. I don't feel like when I bought this from Glossier, there might be more colors now, or there might not be, but there weren't very many colors when I purchased it. And so I was like, brown, perfect. My hair was brown at the time. It's a like brownish blonde now, but it is really very, very, actually it doesn't look that dark, but I felt like it was dark. I felt like it was really pigmented, and every time I put it on, I was like, oh, stark eyebrows, wah! Anyways, I didn't feel like the color match was perfect, but it's a pigmented brow gel, and it was okay. I think I needed a better color, but it was good. I have eyeliners here, are dried up. So this one is from Cella. I love this eyeliner. It is kind of purpley color. You cannot tell from here, and it may or may, I hesitate to put it on because you'll be like, Bianca, it does work. Okay, it did, but look how chunky it is. You can see how chunky that is, right? Okay, it's very dry. It is dried up, I promise. Anyways, it's kind of purple and kind of chunky, and I love a purple eyeliner because I have green eyes, and the purple offsets the green great. I do love black eyeliner, which is this one from Tarte. This is the, why does everything have to be so sexual? The Sex Kitten eyeliner. And this one was good too. It is, oh my gosh, they are both, I promise they were both dried up. I think mostly they would work the first eye, and then by the time I would get to the second eye, it would be dried up. So no wonder it worked for the first one, but by the time the second eye, it was like come on, come on. You know, you're shaking it to get. And at that point, are you kidding? Like, I don't want to use this anymore if it's not going to work for the second eye. Who has time for that? Concealer. This is from Natasha Denona. I scraped the sides of this. I didn't take a spatula to it because it's a little tiny little opening. So I didn't know if I could get a spatula in there. Anyways, I might have been able to get a spatula in there. I used the applicator and I scraped the ever-loving crap out of this thing and got as much as I could. I love this concealer. I think it was also my 2024 favorite concealer. Amazing. Such a good concealer. I haven't repurchased because I have other concealers that I'm trying to get through, but I will repurchase this one. I loved this concealer. It is just amazing. Last but not least, the last thing I used up was the foundation. This is the Fenty Ease Drop Foundation. I used this whole thing up and I'm pretty sad about it. I really loved this foundation. Also my 2024 favorite foundation. This foundation is perfect. For me, at least. It depends on what kind of foundation you like. I like a light to medium coverage. I like a natural kind of finish. And because I wear pretty dark eye looks. And so I like for my foundation to, you know, show my skin. And so that is what this is. It's pretty thin. And it is light to light medium. It is just, I think it's a skin tint. Isn't that what it is? Yes, blurring skin tint. It also blurs. It's a beautiful, beautiful skin tint / foundation. Have I already repurchased? Yes. Yes, I have. This is in the shade 4. It's perfect. I love this skin tint. Already have repurchased. Oh, that was a long video. I am such a talker. I don't mean for these videos to be so long, and I actually try to do them more often so that they won't be so long. I just talk. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because that's who I am. All right, well, I hope you like this video. Remember to go out and purchase some of those pumpkin pie chapsticks from Amazon. They're really good. You won't regret it, unless you hate pumpkin. Anyways, I hope you have a great day. If you like the video, like this video. If you want to see more from me, subscribe to my channel. If you want to be notified of my videos, push the bell. And most importantly, be nice to yourself because you're amazing. Have a great day.